Steve Hunt here. Well, I went dumpster diving again last night. I was talking to some of my buddies who are security executives at big companies, and we were lamenting the fact that the IT industry, the IT security industry, makes out data protection to be primarily a IT issue, IT security issue. Data loss prevention software solves the problem, and identity theft is often because of a leak of a stream of data from a computer network or the loss of a hard drive or a tape. I contend that that hard drive or the tape is a physical thing. In fact, there's so many physical security aspects to data protection that it ought never to be considered merely an IT issue. And if your data protection and architecture only consists of IT measures and software, then you're really missing the boat, because your important data is sitting on USB sticks, it's in trash cans under your desk, it's in the reject bin next to the copier, it's popping out of printers and fax machines, it's sitting in the recycling bins, and above all, it's in your dumpster. So I went dumpster diving to kind of prove my point last night. I went to the dumpster of a big bank in a big city and was in and out in 3 minutes and came out with quite a treasure trove. I have here the wire transfer information of many wire transfers between a US bank and banks in Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Portugal, New York, with the sender's account number and social security number and the receiver's account number and social security number and their names, of course. I have a copy of a check here, a Xerox, a photocopy of a check. It's got the whole check with the signature and the routing number and the bank account number and the name of the account holder, and then handwritten up in the upper left-hand corner of the check is the social security number and the small business EIN, the business identification number for tax purposes. Handwritten right there. Lots of information on that. Where's that really fun one? Okay, here is the list of fundraising bank account the bank account numbers and balances, and some of the banking activity for the fundraising account of a certain, shall we say, prominent politician in the area. This one's really scary. It's the personal financial statement of an individual, a very wealthy guy, I would say, very wealthy, certainly by my standards. It lists his name, his home address, the addresses of other real estate he owns, and their approximate values, several of his bank account numbers fully written out with their balances, his social security number, his date of birth. I Googled his name and found a picture of him. Oh, and here's one of my favorite things I got. A PC, a laptop. A whole laptop, intact. Didn't have any juice. I tried to power it up. Nothing. But I know how to connect to the hard drive. It's a Fujitsu Lifebook. It's had the crap beaten out of it, but it has a very interesting tag on the back of it which caught my eye. Probably can't see it, but it says, oops, there, property of the Chicago Board of Trade. Who knows what's on that? Might be good stuff. 3 minutes in and out. Now, don't try this at home. Dumpsters are often private property themselves, or they sit on private property, and approaching them uninvited, it can be considered trespassing. Also, while digging through trash, other people's trash, is protected, arguably protected by the Constitution, it certainly has been defended in high court rulings consistently over the years. Your local law enforcement, judges, and jurisdictions might not see it that way, so dumpster diver beware. However, I look at dumpster diving as a way of getting a barometric reading on how a company perceives, or how a company's data protection posture really is. So if you think you have good data protection in your organization, give yourself the dumpster diving test, or call me and I'll give you a report about what I find and how damaging it would be if some of that information were used. Well, that's it for now. Thanks.